We're watching that story very closely, but let's get you up to speed with other news worth your attention this Monday morning. Police say they will collect evidence from an abandoned mine shaft in Sabie, that's in Mpumalanga, before its closure. All of the illegal miners who are believed to be underground have now been brought to the surface. 147 suspected zama-zamas are expected to appear in court today. They were retrieved from that mine through an operation that lasted about 3 days. Watching developments for us once again is SABC News reporter Nhlamulo Mabasa, who joins us now from just outside court. And of course, there's plenty being said about this particular development in Nhlamulo. But when we think about today, I wonder, practically speaking, whether that courtroom can fit 147 people.
Good morning, Ayanda, and good morning to our viewers at home. As you said, yes, we are outside the Sabie Magistrate Court where we are expecting, just to correct a bit, Ayanda, I heard you saying 147 illegal miners. It's actually 153 illegal miners, excluding the bodies that were recovered from surface. So it's 153 illegal miners that are expected to appear in this court. And yes, going back to the issue of space, this court is quite a tiny court, very small court. In the morning, we were able to talk to the court manager just to explain to us as to what is going to happen, how is this case going to be treated. So they were saying that right now they are just going to attend to the matters that they have, the other cases that they have. Then again, they will have to sit and actually plan on how all of these people are going to appear. Because the court alone, even if in the gallery, they were allowed in the gallery, they won't fit in the gallery, all of them, because the court doesn't accommodate more than 50 people. I'm talking about the overall court. But for more on this, Ayanda, now we're going to be talking to Brigadier Nhlamulo, pardon for that, Nhlamulo, just to tell us more as to what we can expect, how many people are appearing, if there were any withdrawal of charges and everything that relates to this case. Good morning, Brigadier, and welcome to our program. Please take us through what is expected to happen this morning.
Good morning to you as well as to the viewers. What we can indicate for now, we are just waiting for the appearance of the suspects. If I can just try to break it down, because some were charged throughout the night, because this work started in the evening of Friday. Remember the volume of this work that had to be done in preparation for their appearance, of which, as you have indicated, the challenge of space. However, they are working around the clock to ensure that once they are done with the normal other suspects that are appearing, then they will deal with that. First, we've got 153 that were brought to the surface. Out of that, we've got 95 of them that are coming from Lesotho, that are foreign nationals without valid documentations to be in the country. They are charged for contravention of Immigration Act. We've got also 32 that are coming from Mozambique. These also do not have valid documentation to be in the country. They are charged as well for the same count. There are about 16 of them from Zimbabwe. They also are facing the similar charge. But however, I need to indicate that among these people that were brought to the surface, there are 10 that are South Africans. And for those ones, because they are victims, they are part of the victims, that they have been released. So we should also indicate that among the 95 Lesotho nationals, there are 8 of them that, according to the investigation since it started, we discovered that these were the perpetrators. So meaning that they are charged for kidnapping. They are also charged for illegal mining. They are also facing those charges like the arrest of being in the country without valid documentation. So that's how it's gonna roll from now on. These are the stats or the number of people that are going to be appearing in court.
Brigadier, on the numbers that you just broke down right now, please clarify on the ones that you said. I don't know if I heard you correctly, whether you said they are not going to be charged or anything. Please re-explain that for us.
There are 10 South African nationals that were found that were part of the victims. Actually, majority from the investigation of these people, they were forced to mine illegally, so because they were coerced or they were lured to come for employment but when they reached that south mine, they realized that no, it was all false. They were just loot so that they can come there. So they were forced to go underground and mine. So 10 of them are South Africans. They've got documentation. They are South Africans, so they won't face a charge of contravention of immigration. So the others, because even though they are victims, but because of the fact that they don't have documentation, it might happen also that maybe these guys took their documentation they took, but however, when they were found, they didn't have them. So it will be through investigation that information will come forth as to what has occurred, in fact. So 10 of them are not going to be charged, so hence they are released.
What's the latest in terms of investigations? How close are we with getting to the kingpins?
I think our investigators have worked so hard, hence they managed to separate, as we have been indicating throughout as they were coming to the surface, that the investigation team has started their work. So they were getting information from these people one by one, indicating to them, pointing to them to the same direction of these 8 men that are alleged to have been the ones that were the ones that forced them to mine illegally. So.
All right, last one. Any idea from the information that you have as to what time these people, we can expect them to appear? Because I think 30 minutes ago, we saw part of the people, or rather part of the suspects, I think about 8 of them, who came to court, but it seems as if they were in a different station. I'm thinking because of also the space here in Sabie. But any idea as to what time they will all appear?
Thank you very much. We are anticipating that as soon as the others that were scheduled to appear today, because the court indicated, they have to deal with it so that they can be able to deal with this number, this high number, which is more than the 95 Libyans in White River. This one is a huge amount of people that are going to be appearing. So we are hopeful that as they are working around the clock, these suspects can appear as soon as possible. So we are just hoping that it won't be very late, because like you indicated, some of these things are operational matters that we cannot discuss in public, but they are working around the clock to ensure that as soon as possible these suspects appear in court.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time, Brigadier. There you have it, Ayanda, from Brigadier, which is the spokesperson of the SABC in the province, telling us more about what is supposed to happen and what is expected to happen with regards to this matter. Ayanda?
All right, Nhlamulo Mabasa, thanks very much indeed for getting us that update. Nhlamulo's live to us from just outside the Sabie Magistrates Court in Mpumalanga.